From July next year, you won't be able to buy a vented tumble dryer. You won't even be able to buy a condenser tumble dryer. What will you be able to buy? A heat pump tumble dryer. Let's have a look. So this particular heat pump tumble dryer from Bosch is £499 and it's got an A++ energy label, compared to this air vented tumble dryer which has a C energy label. This means on a typical usage it's going to be 630 kilowatt hours per annum, compared to the heat pump which is only 236 kilowatt hours per annum. So changing to a heat pump tumble dryer surely is the best option. Well, I think it depends on your circumstances. This particular heat pump is £499, we do have cheaper, whereas this air vented tumble dryer is £299, but again I do have cheaper. But the heat pumps are much more expensive than the air vented. With the air vents, you can have them anywhere, so you can put them in a garage with the vent just going out the door. You can have them in an unheated room. For your heat pumps, they have to have an ambient temperature of at least 5 degrees Celsius to work properly. Plus, even if you've got them in a correct room, they will take much longer to dry, typically double that of an air vented. However, even though they take much longer, they are going to be much cheaper to run and less harmful on the clothes. They don't get to them high temperatures and they recycle the heat in that tumble dryer, so you're not using a lot of money whilst you're drying your clothes. So is the new legislation good? In my opinion, anything that takes away choice is bad, even if it's meant to supposedly save the planet and reduce energy usage. I don't buy that. It's taking away choice from people. You can't buy a cheap tumble dryer, you have to buy a more expensive heat pump tumble dryer, and they don't work in certain situations. A lot of our customers have tumble dryers in garages and sheds. Probably the majority of our customers do. You're going to have to change the way you dry your clothes. However, let me not be too negative. Another way of doing it is actually getting a washer dryer. So with washer dryers, you're going to take up less room, so you only need one appliance. Downside, you've got to wait for something to be washed and then dried before putting another load on, whereas if you had a washing machine and a tumble dryer, you can do two things at once. What do you think? Should we have choice? Should we still be able to have an air vented, a condenser and a heat pump? Or should we be limited just to the heat pump? Let me know what you think in the comments.